But here's where things really, and I mean really, start to get interesting. Yes, it looks like Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, he is about to land this top wide receiver, but a lot of people out there think he's tampering. Or maybe it's not a lot of people, my bad, that may be overhyping the situation, but some people are definitely claiming that. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Prime is back at it again, but first things first, I want to state this at the beginning of the video before I forget. I do want to apologize for this being an extremely late upload. Been working on some other videos, been covering the NFL draft, doing a lot of research, watching film, a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and on top of that today, I tried to watch a little bit of the Golden State Warriors game. If you didn't see that game, man, you literally, and I mean literally, miss history. Steph Curry, that dude is a freak, man. He is a different breed. What a game that was. I know a large majority of you just like football. And hey, that's cool. That is 100% fine. But the NBA playoffs, especially when Curry's in there, it's must-see TV. You gotta watch it. Curry had 50 in a Game 7. That's history. Never been done before, so that's why this video is going up a little bit later. I was watching that game, so it got a little bit behind, so hope y'all understand. Now, getting on track here with tonight's video, you already know the drill. Another night, another prime time video, and man, oh man, Coach Prime ain't playing around. He is about to steal a top wide receiver. Yes, that's right, you heard me correctly. Coach Prime is about to get a wide receiver, and a good one at that. Or at least, that is my speculation. That is going to be my educated guess. We're going to talk all about it. I want to make this a short and sweet video. You already know the intro. If you like college football content and you want to see more, consider joining our amazing community. If you don't want to subscribe, that's cool too. All right, Matt, blah, blah, blah. Shut up, crap up. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. First things first, come on, man. You know how we start these videos. We're going to check out some of the comments on the previous video, and yeah, really interesting. Angry Dragon. What a username. I like that. Very unique. Here's what he had to say. Matt, I grew up in Colorado, graduated high school the same year Colorado won the national championship and went to Colorado. So, I agree. This is the most intriguing and exciting thing I have ever seen happen in college football, not just Colorado history. If you don't know what he's referring to in that video, last night's video, I said what's going on with Deion, and why we're talking about it so much is because this is the most exciting thing that has ever happened to the sport. Continuing along here right after history, if Coach Prime had gone to Florida State or Auburn, it would still be interesting because he'd be doing exactly what he's doing at Colorado. He knows his time to succeed is limited. He has to win soon, so he has to get the dead weight out and bring the winners in now, in all caps. Yes. 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 Yes, I agree 10,000%. We talked all about it. What was phase one? Get the dead weight out. Get the losers out. I don't want to continue to harp on that and sound like a broken record player here. We've talked about that enough. You guys get the point. And just like my man Angry Dragon said, he gets it as well. I like this comment as well. Hey, Matt, keep the vids coming. You already know we're going to do that. I've been keeping up with this crazy offseason in Boulder. I can't wait to see them play TCU. I'm a Gators fan and will most likely watch more primetime games than Florida games this year. I've tried telling y'all, it's not just in Colorado. It's not just out west. Everybody in the country has all eyes on Deion. They want to see what's going to happen. You are going to see Colorado football games get more viewers than SEC, Big 10, and Big 12 games. It's going to happen, and a large portion of their viewers are just going to tune in because they want to see Deion fail, but that is what it is. It's the same reason people tune into Alabama games. Half of the people watching Alabama just root against them. I would love to read off more comments, but this is the last one. Bradley said, I am in South Africa, and I can't wait to watch the first Colorado game in the season because Prime is that guy. Hashtag primetime. Thank you to Bradley for commenting that. Much love to South Africa. But like we talked about in last night's video, it's not just people in the United States that are tuning in. It's people out of the country. All eyes are on Deion in Colorado, and it's bigger than what most people think. This comment right here should go to prove it. South Africa. It's crazy, man. It really is. Deion, he's going global. I love reading your guys' comments. You always have some great perspectives, great comments, great stories, but let's get on to the main topic, the main encore, the main reason you're here. Let's talk about this wide receiver. This right here, guys and girls, it just makes so, and I mean so much sense, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about when we get into it. Recently, in the past couple of days, a receiver that was committed to Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss, he wound up decommitting. He's back into the transfer portal. Who is this receiver, you may ask? Well, he goes by the name of no other than Shane Hooks. If you've been keeping up with Deion dating back to Jackson State, you might have heard of this guy. Why do I say that? Because Shane Hooks played for Deion Sanders at Jackson State and was his best wide receiver. Shane Hooks led Jackson State when Deion was there in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. not too bad. On the year in 2020, he had 64 catches, 748 receiving yards, averaging 11.7 yards per catch with 10 touchdowns. Pretty solid numbers, and he's also coming in at a whopping 6'4", 210 pounds. He's on the bigger side for a wide receiver. You don't see that all the time. I mean, you see wide receivers all the time, normally around 5'11", maybe up to 6'3", but very rare to see a 6'4" wide receiver. He's a big target, but also this is key. He is very familiar with Shedeur Sanders. That was his favorite target. Going back to this though, originally he left Jackson State and committed to Ole Miss. It seemed like he was going to be a good player for Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss, but recently he came out and tweeted this. 2 days ago he stated, "I want to take this time to thank Coach Kiffin, Coach Nix, and the entire Ole Miss coaching staff for their consideration. While this has been a difficult process, I have decided to decommit from Ole Miss and reopen my recruitment." You know what time it is. Come on now, say it with me. It's prime time. Was that corny? I know it was probably corny, but you get the point. It literally is prime time. Everybody and their mom is like, yep, seen this story before. He's going to prime time. He's going to Colorado. But here's where things really start to get interesting. Yes, it looks like Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, he is about to land this top wide receiver, but a lot of people out there think he's tampering. Or maybe it's not a lot of people, my bad, that may be overhyping the situation, but some people are definitely claiming that. Because it is very strange, for those of y'all who don't know, Shane Hooks, he committed to Ole Miss last week, and he's already decommitting a week later and going to Colorado with Coach Prime. As to why people think he's tampering, because also, remember in the spring game, Coach Prime's best wide receiver, Montana Lamonius Craig, he went off. Well, he entered the transfer portal, so now a lot of people are putting two and two together. Oh, well, Coach Prime, he needs this new wide receiver, so he's going to go after this guy. You see what I'm saying? I can understand that argument if you think he's quote-unquote tampering, but come on now, that's just stretching it. Check out this comment. Folks be transferring and decommitting like they in a video game, and yep, pretty much, welcome to 2023 college football. It is essentially a video game at this point. You can transfer, leave, get paid, do this, do that, all in a time frame of about 35 minutes. It's crazy, man, the stuff these kids do. It's so much for me, and I cover this stuff. It's overwhelming. And it's going to continue to happen. You know why? Because there's no repercussions. So why would they stop? I mean, seriously. If there's not repercussions to entering the transfer portal 400 times, why would anyone stop? What's that old saying they say? Don't hate the player, hate the game. So don't hate the players, hate the NCAA. I've also seen some people stating this, hey, he wouldn't have started at Ole Miss anyways. Maybe that's why he decommitted. He committed there, then realized a week later he wasn't going to play. To be 100% honest, I never want to lie to you guys. I have no idea about that whatsoever. I have no idea if something happened at Ole Miss or this or that. The only thing I can infer about this is that this young man has realized, hey, at Colorado, all these guys have transferred down and they need wide receivers. He feels like he can go there and start and thrive right away, which I agree with. He also has a great relationship with Deion Sanders. He also has a great relationship with Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders. It just feels like a perfect fit. It is only a matter of time until this kid actually commits to Colorado. I would expect him to commit either when I'm posting this video or right after. I do want to clarify on this if I haven't made it clear. He hasn't committed to Colorado as to when I'm filming and recording this video. Will he commit to Colorado? That is my prediction. I'm giving it a 99.8% chance. I've never been so certain about anything in my life. I mean, where else would he go? It just makes sense. You had to get the feeling like Deion Sanders called this kid up right after all these guys are leaving and are like, hey man, we got some room for you. Why don't you come up here? And if I was in this kid's shoes, I'd do the exact same thing. At Colorado, you can be a star. At Ole Miss, this guy's probably going to have to share reps. He's not going to be a star. And also, it is very key for you as a wide receiver. If you ever played wide receiver, you know this. I played wide receiver a lot. If you don't have a great relationship with your quarterback and y'all ain't friends on and off the field, you're not going to get the ball a lot. That is one of the downsides about being a wide receiver. You and your quarterback got to be on the same page, on and off the field. It's just something about chemistry there with a quarterback and wide receiver. You got to have it. Maybe this guy, he got to Ole Miss and realized, hey, me and these guys here fighting for the quarterback spot, we're not getting along and I don't feel the chemistry. So he came to the conclusion, hey, I might as well back out and go to Boulder, Colorado. Me and Shedeur, we get along great. I think you're going to see this guy commit very, very soon. And yet again, another big time pickup for Coach Prime. There's many more things I could say, but I think that's it. We're currently in phase 2, like I've told you. We've talked all about it. And you know we're going to talk more about it in the days to come. Let me know your thoughts down below. But